Okay guys, welcome to another video of this course. So in this course we'll be designing the sign up pages, right? So we're going to start by duplicating this artboard, okay, and then going to delete all these items. Oh, sorry about that. So I'm going to highlight all these items and delete them, okay, including the eye icon. So let me zoom this out so you can see it. Alright, I'm coming. Just want to zoom this to 70%. Yeah, this is looking okay. So we're gonna remove this welcome back and then coming. So I'm going to reduce the height of this to 180, and then we need to align this well. Alright, so let's check alignment to be sure. So the space will be 8 pixels from the text to the rectangle. This is okay. Okay, so you're going to create a card here. Just get my rectangle. Going to draw a rectangle this way. Okay. Just have to increase the width a bit. And then we need to check the alignment as well. Okay, so we're changing the color to white. Then we need to give it a shadow, right? We're going to give this a shadow. First of all, let me bring this button inside. Okay, we need to bring this button to the front. It's behind my card, so I need to bring it to the front. All you have to do is right click on it and select bring to front. So this is it. So guys, as you can see, my card is not showing. Like if I should click outside of it, you can hardly see it except for this part, right? So we need to give it a shadow so that everybody will know that there is a container here as well. So all we have to do is just go to your effects and then open up the advanced settings. So we're gonna set the x-axis to 4 pixels, and then the blur okay 0. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, so this is okay, and then we need to curve this. Let's curve the radius to 20 pixels. 15. 20 is much. Or 10. Okay, 10 is okay. So this is it. So like this is it. If I click outside of this, you can be able to see this container, right? All right, so we need a text. So I'm just going to duplicate this text and bring it in here. So we're going to change it to contacts. What's that? So I'm changing this to contacts. We're using plus 2, 3, 4. So this is the Nigerian contact code. So I'll be reducing the size, the text size to 20 pixels, and then we need another text that says enter number. So enter number. Okay, yeah, so just have to shift this a bit, and also another code We need another text here that says get code. Okay, so this, I'm gonna reduce this, okay, the size of this text to 16 pixel. So just have to bring it here, and then we're changing the color to red. Yeah, so for this we need a line under this enter number. We need a line under here. Just have to duplicate this line and then drag it in here. So just need to reduce the, you just have to reduce the width. Make sure you set it to 0 degrees. Make sure you set the rotation to 0 degree. Then here, just have to place this here. So you need to reduce this. Okay, so let's place this here. So let's confirm the spacing, 26 here, 26 here, perfect. Okay, and then the space between my line and enter number should be, let's make it 10 pixel. Sorry, 8 pixel. Oh, I made a mistake. Just have to shift this line up. So check 8 pixel. Alright, so that's that for this. Next thing we need to do is bring in a button for the OTP. Okay, so you just have to draw a square shape here. Okay, the width and the height should be the same. Yeah, then just have to duplicate this. Before then, need to align it properly. Okay, so let's duplicate this. Oh, before that, we need to align this in the center of my shape. So let's highlight this. Let's highlight this, this, and this, and so we just need to align it in the center of this container. Okay, this is it. So we have 23 here, 23 here, perfect. All right, then we'll move on to this. Make sure everything is in the same line, right? So the space between the space between my square and my container is 23, right? Same thing as here, 23. Everything has to be in the same line. Okay, so we just have to duplicate this and then duplicating it to 4. All right, so this is it, 23. So we're still maintaining that same pixel. Okay, and make sure everything is the same. The space between the rectangles, each of them should be 21. As you can see, this is 21, and here we have 21 as well. All right, so we're done with this. Then next thing we need to check, align this properly. Let's see. So we have 89. Let's just highlight this and make it 90. Okay, so this is 82, 80. It is okay. All right, so this box is for our OTP. This is where you type in your OTP. All right, then we need the text under here that says contact if you cannot receive OTP. All right, so we just have to duplicate this text, make it here, change it to contact if you can not receive OTP. The OTP has to be capital letter. So we just have to reduce the opacity of this Need to make it lighter. All right, so let's see, 80%. All right, 80%. It's okay. Then also we need a contact icon beside this text. All right, so you just have to go to our assets file. Forget that. Okay, so where's the contact icon? Yeah, this is it. Um, um, let's get the contact icon. Okay. Alright, so just gonna place it here. Make sure it's properly aligned. So the space is 4 pixels. Alright, so just have to highlight the both of them like this and align it in the center. So let's just see to shift it here. So we have 30-30. That's cool. And then we need to check this alignment. We want the space to be 24 pixels. Alright, cool. So we're done with this. Then we just need to bring up this button up here a bit. By saying, make sure it's properly aligned as well. Okay. Also, let's see, the alignment should be what alignment are we using here? We're using 80. So I'm gonna make use of that same 80 here. I think 80 is too much. Let's just make use of 40 pixel. Alright, 40 pixel. Yeah. Then under here we need a text. These two places that says customer service and privacy policy here. So we just have to duplicate this text here, bring it down here. So we're gonna change the text to customer customer service. All right, and then I'm gonna change the color. Sorry, to remove the stroke. Don't need it. Yeah, so changing the color to black, and this is it. So we're gonna increase the text weight to medium. Yes, so I'm bringing this down. This button is too. Let's bring this button down. It's 60 pixel. Yeah, better. So here I'm making use of 24 pixel here. Okay, so we just have to duplicate this here for privacy policy. Privacy policy. Yes, so this is it. All right, guys. All right, so we've designed one of our sign up pages. So let's just change this to sign up page 1. Good. So this is our sign up page 1. So for the next page we have to duplicate this. We need to create another page where we are typing in our contacts. All right, so just have to duplicate this page. Okay, now we need to bring this container up. We need to shift it up, right, so that we can bring in our button. Okay, so all we have to do is highlight this button. Sorry. So we have to highlight all this way and then shift them up. Okay, and then as for this, right, we're coming back to this. So just take this up. Okay, cool. Then for this toolbar, we need to bring it to the front. Cool. All right. Let's shift this way. Okay, guys. So we need to bring in what? Let's just go to our assets file and then going to the Apple iOS tool. So we need to bring this alphabet keyboard in here. Okay, this is it. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so this is it. Then for this answer number, we're going to change this to numbers. Okay, I know Nigerian contact code, you need to remove this 0. So this is it. Let's align it in the center. Cool. All right, guys. Oh, we forgot to change this test, this sign in. We forgot to change it to register. Yeah. So this will be register. Okay. Change this to register. Okay. Make sure it's properly aligned. Alright, so we're done with this. We need to duplicate this so we can have the next page where we're done typing in our phone contact, and then we are awaiting an
Alright
OTP to
guys,
be
thank you
sent
for
to
staying
the
to the
contact
end
that
of
we
this
typed.
video.
So we just have to
Please
duplicate
don't forget to
this word.
subscribe, like and
Alright,
share, and also leave a comment.
here we'll be removing
Alright, thank you. Bye.
the type tool, and then we're bringing this back down. So just highlight everything. Right. Okay. Remember to highlight everything. Just hold your shift and click on them. Hold on to your shift by clicking on them. Okay. So this is it. And then the container. So I'm gonna bring this down. Oh, this is actually a very long process. So I just have to undo this and delete this. Normally we're not supposed to duplicate this page. Instead we're supposed to duplicate this one. So just have to delete this and then duplicate this one. Okay, so we're going to change this to the number we typed in here. So just have to say 0 9166856760. Okay, check the alignment, very important. Okay, so mind you, this is you typing your contact and you're done typing. So we are here, we are awaiting our OTP to be sent to us. All right, so this is display for this page. We are waiting for them to send an OTP to this phone number. Okay, so the next page will be where we are typing in our OTP that was sent to this phone number. So all we have to do is just duplicate this. You just have to duplicate this one here. All right, so this place, and also we need to change So we need to change this get code to time. We're going to change it to time. So say 40 seconds, 42 seconds here. Okay, and then we forgot to implement something here. Normally we are typing, so we are supposed to apply a line here. Yes, very important. That indicates that we are typing something. So we just have to bring this line here, and the space will be 4 pixels. Okay, I think I should make it 2 pixels. So changing the color, I'm going to change the color to this, and then the weight, just have to change it to increase the size of the line to 1.5. Don't want to make it too thick. Okay, so this thing shows that we are actually typing something. All right, so coming to this place, we're also going to change this get code to 20 seconds. Still awaiting you. Okay, so here we'll be typing in our code. All right, so first code here will be, let's say 2, and make sure you align it properly. I just have to increase this so we can see it very well. Just have to align it very well inside this shape. Okay, perfect. Just have to duplicate this, bring it here. So it's behind my shape. Just have to right click and bring it to front. Like I said, and we'll be changing the text to 1. Also check your alignment. Okay, duplicate this again, bring it here. Check your alignment, perfect. Then change the text to 7. Then duplicate, bring it here. So we're leaving this 7. So we have the OTP that was sent to us is 2177. All right, 2177. All right, guys. So this is it. We are done typing our OTP, the OTP that was sent to our phone number. All right. So the next page will be where we'll be clicking register. So right. So we just have to duplicate this. Oh no, not this, not this, not this. We just duplicate this first one here. Okay, here we go. And then here we'll be changing the number to the number we'll be using 66856760. Okay, make sure you check your alignment. Okay, and then the contacts here. So we have 2177. From here, put in your 2, 1. Gonna bring it to the front and align it properly. So this is it. Let me zoom it out. All right, this is it. Good. So you're gonna duplicate this. Check your alignments. Change the text 1. Duplicate again. Change the text to 7. Duplicate again. Cool. Okay, guys. All right, we are done typing in our contact and OTP that was sent to our contact. All right, so once we just click on the register, then it will take us to another page. Okay guys, so we are done designing the sign up pages. All right, we have 1 2 3 4 5 pages for the sign up pages, and we're done designing them. So our next page, in our next video, we'll be designing the next page where we'll be creating our Wendy money pin. All right, the pin that you can use to log in to Wendy loan as long as you've sign up. So that pin will be used to log in whenever you want to log in. Okay guys, see you in our next class. Okay guys, welcome to another video of this course. So like I said, in this video we'll be designing our pin page. All right, okay, so this is where the page where you can be able to create your login page. All right, after signing up. All right, the next page will be the pin page where you're creating your pin page in case whenever you close the app and then you want to open it and log in, you make use of that pin that you created. Okay, so here we're going to start by duplicating this artboard. Okay, we just have to duplicate this artboard. All right, let me zoom this out to 70%. Okay, so we're going to delete all this. We're going to delete all these items. Coming 70%. Okay, so we just have to highlight all this and delete them all. To look for a way to be easier. Okay, yeah, this is better. Okay, so deleting the logo as well. So I'll be reducing this rectangle to 40 pixel. Oh, sorry, I was so small. 80 pixel. Okay, I reduced it to 80 pixel. So here we'll be needing a text here. We'll be needing this type keyboard, this keyboard. All right, and then also we'll be needing a text here that says create your Wendy money pin. All right, so we just have to duplicate this text. Okay, and then I'm going to change the text to create your Wendy money pin. Okay, all right, we're going to make it medium. I'll be increasing the rate to medium. Okay, and then I need a mini text. Before then, let me align this. Allow me to make use of 24 pixel. Sorry, 20 pixel. Okay, and then here space will be 50. All right, the space between my text and this shape will be 50 pixel. This thing is not properly aligned. Okay, so we need another little text. All right, that says this pin will be used to securely log in into your Wendy money account. Alright, and stop. Okay, so for this we'll be reducing the weight. Okay, we're reducing the size to 16 pixel. Right, and then the space between these two 8 pixel. Sorry, 12 pixel. Perfect. Okay, and then we need a small container here where we can be able to type in our pin. So we just have to duplicate this, bring it here, and we're reducing this size. So let's just pin this. So once I reduce any of them to also reflect the other one, so I'll be reducing this to 30. Okay, and here we go, 30. And then here I'll be giving some border, so you just have to add a stroke, and then we'll be reducing the stroke to 0.5, reducing the size to 0.5. So this is it better. So we'll be duplicating this. Just have to duplicate this. So the space between the two 16 pixel. Okay, then duplicate it to 4. Alright, so this is it. And then we need a warning text here that says never share your PIN with anyone to keep your account safe. Okay, so we just have to duplicate this, bring it down, and then we'll be changing the text to never. Okay, this will be capital letter. Share your PIN with anyone to keep your account. Okay, to keep your account safe. Alright, so we'll be reducing the size of this text to 14 pixel. Cool. Yeah, so we need an icon beside this text. Alright, more like a lock icon beside this text. So we just have to go to our desktop file, go to your design assets and icon assets. Okay, so we have the lock icon here. There we go. And make sure nothing is highlighted before bringing in your icon. Okay, so you just have to place it here and make sure it's in the center, make sure it's aligned in the center. So you just have to highlight this too and come here. You're going to select align vertical center. So okay, so we need to shift this to align it properly. Remember, we're using the space between this and this is 20 pixel, so I have to maintain that same size, 20. Yes. Alright, and then here we're using 20 pixel as well for this place. Okay, alright, so this is the first page. This is the first page, and then we'll need a second page. So before then, let's change this to pin page. Okay, so we're going to duplicate this to the second one, and here we'll be changing this text to confirm your pin. All right, confirm your pin. So I'm going to change this text. Confirm your Wendy money pin. All right, so that's that for these pages. Okay, this is the first page where you'll be typing in your pin, and then the second one that says you should confirm your pin. Also, we need an icon here. Okay, we need a back icon here so that we can be able to go back. Once we click on it, we can be able to go back to the previous page. Okay, so we just have to go to our desktop file, and don't forget, nothing should be highlighted before you start importing any image. So just have to look for it. This is it. So I'm placing this here first and bring it here. Okay, 20 pixel, good. 20 pixel, 20 pixel from my text to the to my left, and then 20 pixel from my text to the down part of my shape, 20 pixel. So this is it, and then we just have to copy this, come to this pin here, the second one, and then paste it here. Ctrl V, Ctrl C for copy, Ctrl V for paste. So we have to change this to pin page 2. Perfect. Alright guys, we're done with this page. So in our next class, in our next video, we'll be designing the permission pages. Alright, we're designing the permission pages. Okay guys, see you in our next class. Okay guys, welcome to another video of this course. So here we'll be designing our permission page. Okay, or you can call it the terms and condition pages. All right, so all we have to do is we're going to start by duplicating this artboard, and then we're bringing it under this. So just going to place it here. Okay, so mind you, if you want to drag or shift an artboard, you have to click on the name of the artboard. All right, just tap on the name of the artboard and then drag. All right, this is how to move your artboard around. Okay, so I'll be placing it here, and then I'm gonna delete all these items here. Okay, then I'm gonna bring this here, copy this, and paste it here. So this artboard, we're gonna increase the height. To 2160. Okay, and then we're bringing this down. All right, so here we'll be typing in I'm going to bring the text here that says permission. Okay, permission. Okay, okay, so we're reducing the size to zoom it out. So I'm going to reduce the text size to 14 pixel. Make sure you align it in the center together with the icon. So this is it, and then let's see, make sure it's properly aligned in the center of the container. That's this rectangle. Okay, so we have 152, 152. Better. Okay. We're bringing in the first test we'll be bringing in here is we need to request these permissions. All right. So we just have to duplicate this test. Okay, just duplicate this. Control D. Okay, I'm going to change this the color to black, and then we'll be increasing the size is our subheading. Mind you, we'll be using 20 pixels for all our subheaders. So I'm increasing the size to 20, and we'll be typing we need to request this permission. Okay, so here we need to request this permission. All right. Okay. So we just have to align this here. Okay. All right. So let's check the space. Using 30. Sorry, 20 pixel. Okay. And then I'll be needing a container here, a rectangular container here. Yes, I'm gonna take it down. So we'll be stopping here. Okay, 54 pixel. Going to increase the width a bit, and then we just have to align it in the center of our artboard. So okay, it's okay like this. So we're gonna remove the fill. First of all, we'll curve it to 10 pixel, curve the edges to 10 pixel, and then we're going to remove the fill and apply a stroke or border, anyone, you can call it anyone. So we're changing the color to this, and then we're going to increase the size to 1.5. All right, so this is it. All right, guys, let's see the spacing. Space between these two is 8 pixel. I'm going to change it to 10 pixel. I mean 20 pixel, just like we used here. Okay, so let's see, 20, 20, perfect. So we just have to reduce this. Let's see, let me see the down. Okay, it's okay this way. All right, we need to bring in another test that says list of contacts. So we just have to duplicate this, bring it here, change it to list of contacts. So I'll be changing this font to Abril Fat Face. Yeah, and then reducing the size to 18 pixel. Okay, made a mistake here. Good. So I'm gonna bring in an icon for this. So we already arranged an icon for the contact. Just go to your desktop file, and then they are all in the image illustrators. So this is the contact list icon. Oh, I forgot to remove this, so go back. Make sure before you import any image, Make sure you're not highlighting anything there. All right, just have to bring this here, and then we're going to highlight the both of them. You see the space between the two, space between the my icon, my text should be 4 pixels. All right, so just going to highlight the both of them and group them together. Control G to group them together. Okay, so let's see the space between the both of them. The space between this group item and this container is should be 16, so we change it to 16 pixel, and up here make use of 20 pixel. Good. So we need another text down here, so the list of icon contacts or whatever. So here we don't have anything to type here. All right, so we just have to go to our browser and copy some text from Lauren Ibsen. But before we do that, we need to, okay, first of all, let's go ahead to our browser and copy, let's say, just go to your browser, type Lauren Ibsen. Okay, open up this. So how to do this? You just come here and highlight this text, highlight the quantity depending on the quantity you want to make use of. So just highlight it and then copy, right click and copy, and go back to your Figma, click on your text. So we're going to draw a text container. All right, and then just paste it there, Ctrl V. So here we're using this, we'll be changing this to Roboto. Yes, and then we'll make use of the light text. We change the weight to light. So let's reduce this. Good. And then we're using the text to 16 pixel. 16 pixel. All right, so let's align this properly. 16 pixel, and here make use of 8 pixel. So the space between our text and icon, the list of icon, will be 8 pixel. All right, guys, that's that for this. Then the next one, for the next one, we just have to highlight this and duplicate. So just bring it down. Here the space will be 20 pixel. 20 pixel. So all we have to do here is change this. We're going to change this subheader to SMS. We'll be deleting this, but before we do that, we need to ungroup this. So we just have to delete this icon and get the SMS icon. Okay, so this is it. Oh, we're gonna bring it here. So make sure you maintain the same alignment space. So we have 4 pixel. All right, just have to highlight the both of them. Make sure they are properly aligned vertically, and then just have to group them together. Ctrl G, and also check, make sure it's 8 pixel. The space between the icons, the group item, and your text, 8 pixel. Okay, so we're done with this. And then the next thing we need to do is highlight this again. Sorry, let me zoom this out to 70%. 70%, or I'll change it to 80 so you can see it very well. Okay, so just have to highlight this and then duplicate, bring it down. So check the alignment again. Here we're using 20 pixel. Okay, here we'll be changing the steps. So for there, just have to ungroup it. So change the steps to storage. Okay, and delete this icon. So we're gonna get the icon for our storage. Okay, then check the spacing at 4 pixel. Okay, 4 pixel. So when you're done, you highlight both of them and group them together. So come here, I'm gonna check the align the space, make sure it's 8 pixel. Good. And also make sure it's properly aligned. Okay, so we're done with this. Highlight them again, duplicate. Let's see, 20 pixel. Perfect. So what next? I'm gonna change it to location. So group, I'm changing this text to location. Location. Good. So we're deleting this icon and importing. We're gonna import the location icon. All right. So this is it. Open. So we just have to bring it here. And then the spacing 4 pixel. So we're gonna highlight the both of them and highlight them vertically. So we just have to shift this to make sure it's properly aligned. Okay. Then the spacing between these two. 8 pixel. Good. So that's that for this. Next thing, we just have to highlight it again, duplicate, bring it down. So we're going to check the spacing again, make sure it's 20 pixel, right? Here we're going to change the stairs to camera, and then with deleting this icon, we're going to import the camera icon. This is it. All right, so this icon is bigger than the other icon. We just have to reduce the the size, sorry, a bit, and then bring it here. While reducing the size, you have to be careful as not to spoil the shape. So this is it, and then the spacing 4 pixel. So highlight the both of them and align it vertically. When you're done, I'm going to group them, then align them properly. So I'm going to check the space. We are making use of 8 pixel. All right, cool. Then I'm done with this. I'm going to highlight them and duplicate again for the next one. So let's check our alignment again. Let's check the spacing again. 20. So the space between this and this one is 20. All right. I'm gonna ungroup this. Change this text to information. Good. And then we'll be getting the icon, the information icon. So this is it. All right. I have to bring it here. Let's check the spacing, 4 pixel. All right. And then I'm going to align it vertically. So let's see. So the information icon is as well big. So we just need to reduce the size a bit so that it will be the same size as other icon. All right. Let's highlight the two of them. First of all, we need to align them. Let's check the space between the both of them. We have 4 pixel. So highlight the both of them and align them vertically. So here, and then the space between the two and the space is 8 pixel. Good. Okay. All right. So let's group them together. And then last but not least, we're going to duplicate this, bring it down. All right, let's check the spacing, 20 pixel. Okay, so we're going to change, but before then let's ungroup this, and then we'll be changing this text to installed application. Installed application. All right, so we're deleting this icon, and then we're going to import the icon for our application. Where is it? Where are you? Oh, this is its installation icon. So we're placing it here, and we're gonna reduce the size. Okay. So let's check the space, 4 pixel. So let's align them vertically. Right, to be properly aligned, and then here. So the space, we're gonna use this to make sure the space. Sorry, we need to group this together. Ctrl G. And the space here is 8 pixel. Good. So we're done. And then next thing we have. All right. So we're done. We need to, as you can see, the artboard is big. So we need to reduce this artboard. Let's bring this up. Bring this here. So I'm going to highlight the artboard. And then want to reduce the height. Let's reduce this also. So we're bringing this down here. Okay, this is better. So we're needing a button here that says agree and continue. All right, so we just have to copy this, copy it, gonna paste it here. All right, so gonna bring it here and then you just have to align it properly. Perfect. Let's see vertically. Alright, 61 vertically. So we're going to change this text to agree and continue, and continue. Okay, so just have to align the text properly. Alright guys, so we were able to design our terms and condition page. So we just have to change this to terms and condition page. Alright, this will be the page one because we still have other pages we need to design as well. Alright, so guys, with this we'll be able to design the first page for our terms and condition. So in our next video we'll be designing the remaining terms and condition pages. That should be about 4 pages. Alright, so see you in our next class. Bye.